An article from the Financial Times. Now, I'm not going to be able to open this up because it's behind a paywall. As soon as you open this thing, it's a paywall that you just can't get into the article. But this is a new development in the Donald Trump Greenland land grab, supposedly, right? We've heard Donald Trump talk about we need Greenland for national security, for international security. We need Greenland for this and that. And Greenland obviously doesn't like it. Now, here's where it gets a little bit weird, is that Greenland wants independence from Denmark. Denmark owns Greenland, yet somehow Greenland is somewhat autonomous. Okay, they kind of govern themselves. They kind of do their own thing, but they're still under the, under the guise of Denmark. But yet Donald Trump gets accused of imperialism for wanting Greenland. But you see how like hypocritical that is Greenland wants independence, but yet Denmark won't let them be independent. But yet when Donald Trump says he wants Greenland, he's the big bad imperialist. He's the one that gets the bad rap. Well, why doesn't Denmark just let them be independent if they want to be independent? That's the question. And so anyhow, you have this scenario being played out where Greenland wants to be independent. Denmark doesn't let them. Trump is saying we need them. We need Greenland. And you have Greenland, who is now beginning to look to China for investments into mineral deals. And so Greenland says it will turn to China if the U.S. and EU shun its mining sector. Now, number one, U.S. is not going to shun their mining sector. They want Greenland to mine. They're willing to invest billions of dollars into their mining industry in Greenland. And look, it's going to take billions of dollars that Greenland just doesn't have, that Denmark has never invested in. America is the one that is able to invest billions of dollars into their mining sector, into their, because they have a lot of rare earths. America is interested in acquiring rare earths.
America.
This is another reason why. This is another reason why the United States needs Greenland. But yet you have people in Greenland that says that they're willing to turn to China. And this is why the United States is probably just going to annex Greenland. We're just going to need to come over there and plant our flag, our American flag, because you get Greenlanders saying dumb stuff like that. And we just can't have China influencing
stupid Greenlanders
countries
with your sovereignty
in the Western Hemisphere.
You pigs.
That's it. It's over.
Try
it's over. This country. Is, you know what? And this is all the ammunition that Donald Trump needs to just take over the country, invade the country.
Just take it over. We're imperialist.
Just take it over. I mean, look, you have a country of 57,000 people.
Who talks like this?
57,000 people, and they want to be independent. Number one, they can't be independent. They can't be independent. What are they independent of? You're going to get people like China that's just going to come over there, and they think that China is just going to go and just be the nice guys, and here's some money, and here we're going to help you do this, and you don't think China is doing it for their own, for their own gain? Of course they are.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Weird. It's just weird.
China.
It's just weird.
Anyways.
Not used to hearing this type of dialogue, about let's take over this nation. You just become America. Just become America and all your problems are fixed. I mean, I'm up for the brainstorming, but I haven't heard of this, and I'm not the smartest guy on the planet. I have been paying attention to politics since 2007, and this is our new normal. It's like, we're gonna take over your country. Let all your people just decide. You guys vote whether you want to become America, and if you decide that you want to become
Let me
America,
ask you this, Matt.
we'll have
Let me
conjecture.
ask you this.
Just
Okay, let
weird.
me ask you this.
Maybe I'm wrong.
So then, does America just allow China to come into Greenland and set up bases and set up an economic Belt and Road Initiative in Greenland? So then, do we just allow that to happen?
No, I think it's a fair point, right? And that has been the articulation of the reasoning behind all this, right? Is and that's what they've been saying is that before Trump started this monologue fighting for America, in this regard, he said that Panama Canal was just 100% in Chinese, for example, and all the literature and advertisements and instructions, so that China was encroaching. So, but it's still weird, right? I mean, it's just, I don't know. I'm not used to hearing it, and it sounds awkward and strange. Maybe that's because I haven't had real president in a long time. Maybe I don't know what real leadership
Well,
is.
yeah. I mean, think about it. Think about it. When did the new quote unquote New World Order globalists really begin to take off? It was right after Reagan, right? With George Herbert Bush. I don't know. I'm sure you remember hearing that speech that he gave when he talked about the New World Order, right? And every president, and probably even beyond before then,
Sounds like
Reagan was, yeah,
gave his address regarding the military-industrial complex, and if you get conspiracy land, it basically starts with Johnson after the assassination of Kennedy. But these guys have been trying to get their foothold in the United States government for a very long time. The
yeah.
eugenicist.
And so you have people like Donald Trump that's actually, America first. So yeah. I mean, look. I mean, but who's gonna be more of a gentleman to Greenlanders? Denmark, who's been shunning them the whole time, who hasn't invested the right amount of money to actually build an infrastructure in Greenland. They've had hundreds of years to do it, and they haven't done it. So they're out. They've struck out. Okay. So who's going to do it? China? Or should it be America? It should be us. It should be us. And so that's why we're just going to have to take it over. But we'll be we'll be nice about it. Okay? We're going to be smooth about it. Okay? We'll give them a Chick-fil-A. Okay? If that's what they want. We'll give them a golden corral. Matt. Okay?
I
It'll
guess
be okay.
it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter
And
what I said about it because Trump has articulated that he wants it to be peaceful, but he's actually willing not to be peaceful. Like he's literally said it.
well, look,
Whereas in
look, yeah,
Canada,
okay.
he said it
When
in the
he
same
says
conversation
that
where he
we're
said
not,
Canada, he's not really challenging Canada's with military, but he actually said he's willing to
we're
take
going
the
to get to
military
Canada
path. But
too. Yeah, we're going to get to Canada too. But look, Greenland. He said that he's not willing. He's not ruling out
I'm
using
smarter.
military force.
My name is Jay Dyer.
Yes, I don't have no glasses here, but he's not willing to rule out military force.
Hmm.
But what kind of military force is it really going to take over Greenland?
I
They
read
have
books.
57,000 people. It's not like we're going to go in there guns blazing. Okay? All it is going to take is get a few ships,
Look at these books
surround
I
the
read.
place, okay? Send the general in and just say and talk to the people, the parliament in Greenland, and just say, look, this is just how it's got to be. We just got to do it. We're going to take care of you. You're going to be okay. Okay? We're just going to plant our flags here, and we just got to do it. Okay? You're now a territory of the United States, but you're going to be happy. We're going to take care of you. Okay? That's how it's going to happen.
I 3D printed
Now,
this. Isn't it amazing what a 3D printer is? This thing just pops out like magic, with the whole thing. Sorry, everything. Glass case, printed, incredible.
wow, nice. Now, what about Alberta?
Where's my snooze button? I don't know. What about
I guess we're
that
not
I
going to talk
spent?
about Alberta.
I would support whatever you want to do, even though Jonathan's not here. What about the fact that I built a whole call-in system, and you ungrateful watchers won't even come and put yourself on the channel? I mean, what is wrong with you? You don't. I mean, I put hours. I messed up my sleep schedule. I think that led to like 3 or 4 days of like completely messed up sleep schedule because I built this thing. All right, you better get your act together and get ready for next week. We want people lined up in queue. We want to take caller after caller after caller, and you better comb your hair, Pastor David. Okay, you better have argumentative positions. I want to see trolls. I want to see supporters. I want to see reincarnations advocates. I want to see my future wife. You better faiththenation.tv/join and get on this podcast so we have something to talk about besides Alberta.
Trump's going to be in Alberta June 17th. Imagine that. Imagine what's going to
We
happen.
love you. You're very special.